Hey everybody, it is Deanna with Tools of EnergyProtection.com, your energy shift expert and Akashic Records advisor. How's everybody doing tonight? It is amazing. I can't believe it already. It is February 8th of 2022, and tonight I'm going to be talking about 3 ways to break through what challenges you. Kind of a rhyme there. So welcome aboard, everybody. Give me a big thumbs up. Let me know you're out there. I'm so happy to have you aboard and supporting toolsofenergyprotection.com. And I'm just really grateful to each and every one of you for being aboard. So if you can give me a big thumbs up if you're out there, and let's get busy talking about 3 ways to break through what challenges you. All right. Let me get, like I said, what challenges me is all these buttons. So I was trying to find where I'm at with all these things. Okay, so let's see here. We have, first of all, how's everybody doing? It's amazing right now. I've been talking to a lot of clients today, and a lot of the clients have been telling me what they are challenged by, and that they're having super big challenges right now. And so I had a different topic planned for tonight because it's February, the month of love, and I'd like to come on and talk about what's happening in self-love and loving others. And my guide said, no, this is what you're more serving the public more if you talk about this. So next week, I'd like to talk to you about dating. And I've been doing a little research about what do you put on a dating app if you have one. And then for women, what are men looking for when they go through the dating apps and swipe left and right? And what do the ladies look for, men? So I'm gonna look at both sides of that next week. That'll be pretty interesting. But in the meantime, let's get started. So the first thing, here we go. Okay, so the first thing is to recognize the opportunity for change. So when you're breaking through what challenges you, 3 ways to break through what challenges you, you want to recognize what are they, the things that challenge you. Are they opportunities? Are they things you've ignored? And that they're now coming back around full center to get your attention? Or are they conjunctions of different timelines and different realities coming together to get you to move in a particular direction so that you can dump karma from many lifetimes? So what I've been seeing this week across the board with my clients, and also last week, is people asking me things like, okay, Deanna, I feel really stuck right now. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm just feeling really stuck. And I laugh a little bit because I'm like, yes, I'm seeing that in the amount of people that are reaching out to me right now for sessions. Because when people really need help and they know they need help and their heart's in it, they will reach out to me to where I can't answer every single phone call. But I know that you all are stuck and struggling when I don't hear from as many of you. And so I called out last week, I called out some this week, and I said, what's going on for you? How come you're in this fight, flight, or frozen mode? And so what I'm hearing from my clients, probably you, and what I'm hearing from astrologers who talk about the different shifts of the planets and how that affects the frequency on the planet and how that affects us as humans, the conjunction of the planets right now are really lining us up to make decisions. So the first step into breaking through what challenges you is awareness. And especially right now where we are in time and space, I'd like for you to be aware that if you're out there watching and you're feeling like you're suffering and you're stuck and you just can't go forward and you're in the fight, flight, or frozen mode, mostly the frozen mode, then I'd like for you to be aware that the energies right now are bringing around old challenges that we've ignored or pushed away. They're also bringing forward things that we've just really not seen before. So you may have been struggling with a problem for a really super long time, and you're struggling and you're struggling and you feel like you can't get through it no matter what you do. If you fight, you lose. If you run away, you lose. If you freeze, you lose. And you're just like, what do I do next? Well, that is an opportunity from the universe that is showing you exactly what to do. And it is bringing the frequencies around to make the path for you very narrow. Narrow is the way. So you're going to be able to look at the situations. And if you sit back just a moment and look at the situation, take a deep breath and exhale, you're going to see energies coming together to bring resolutions you've never seen before. So walk forward into those resolutions. Don't doubt them. Just know that things are coming around to make things easier for you. Easier for you to move forward. Easier for you to put things behind you. So that's really where we are in space and time. It's super, super exciting where we are and all the different things that are happening for us right now. All right. So the second way that we can break through what challenges you is to be aware of what tools are currently available to you in the universe. Have you stopped to think about God's spirit source didn't just create us, put us on a planet and push us out into the universe to see what happened, like a ship or a canoe just drifting. What actually happened is that God's spirit or source put things in alignment for us so that during different times of the evolution of this planet, that we would have what we needed. We would have exactly what we needed. And it's only up to us to figure out what it is. And you're like, oh, Deanna, it's up to us to figure it out. What? Well, Spirit Source God has put things there for us to use, to utilize tools. Like a loving parent, you give your kid what they need, and whether they choose to use it or not is up to them. So way number 2 for you to break through what challenges you is to realize that God's spirit source has put tools, has put energies right there in front of you, literally right here under your nose. And many of you are not recognizing them. One of the greatest tools that I have seen that is there, or energy that's freely available, is the high-pitched whine or the twill in your ears. Many of you have contacted me for different reasons, and I say, hey, have you heard the high-pitched whine or the ringing in your ear? And you're like, yeah, and it's increasing more and more, and it's driving me crazy, and I hear it all the time. Or some people say, well, I hear it for half the day. That frequency, ladies and gentlemen, is part of the divine attunement. It is like taking a tuning fork and hitting it and listening to that tune. And it is energy that is freely available. The high-pitched whine or the high-pitched twill in your ear, and your awareness of it means that you're aware of that tool. And you can utilize it because there's upgrades in there, downloads in there, wisdom in there, healing energy in there. And it's yours to access. And it helps you to move forward every day. It keeps you in the hive, so to speak. When the bees are in the hive, and they're all buzzing together. It's a beautiful frequency. So for those of you who are saying, wow, Deanna, I don't know how to use that. I'm not sure how to connect to that frequency and connect into the upgrades or the downloads, or shift my DNA, or use it to heal my physical body or my mind or my soul, or even my heart. Well, the high-pitched whine training that I'm going to be doing is going to be starting on March the 3rd. And I do it on Wednesday nights for those of you that aren't on Mountain Standard Time. I start the class about 7 p.m. And I know that's really late for those of you on the East Coast, but I'm attempting to get everybody in after they get home from work, feed the kids, you know, do that kind of thing. So the high pitch wine training for you to be able to access these beautiful energies, if you don't understand how already, will begin on March the 3rd. If you're interested, please stop what you're doing and go over to toolsofenergyprotection.com and get yourself registered. I have put a link in the description for tonight's video. So it's either above my head or below my head, but it's in the description here if you're on Facebook, also on YouTube. If you're looking at toolsofenergyprotection.com blog, I'll put it in the blog as well. But that high pitch wine frequency training, I haven't seen anybody else training people how to use it. They talk about it. So if you'd like to be on the leading edge and know how to get in there, please go and register, drop whatever you're doing and get over there in a hurry, get it registered. I know we start on March the 3rd, but time is going so quickly these days. If you don't get registered, you're going to miss it. On toolsofenergyprotection.com, there's a link called High Pitch Frequency Training. Click on that and it will tell you all about it. It will also give you some samples of what that high pitch wine sounds like. And then it'll list out the class dates and when we're meeting each time. And of course, there'll be recordings available. So that is way number 2, how to break through what challenges you. So if you already know how to meditate and connect into that frequency, that is one of the ways to break through, because there's physical downloads, mental downloads, spiritual upgrades, all kinds of things are happening. And again, it's freely available right there for you because you can hear it. All right, then the third way that you can break through what challenges you is to look at the convergence of the timelines that are happening on a massive scale. So you're like, what? So if you think about Akashic Records is the book of life, all the lives you've ever lived, or all the timelines you've ever lived on. And all of those are converging as quickly as possible. They're coming together, even if you're not consciously aware of it, to dump as much karmic energy as possible. What is karma? Karma is unbalanced energy that you created that's in the universe. And in order for you to rise to the 5th dimension, as some people are calling it, be a part of the new heaven and the new earth that is superimposing itself right now as we speak on this planet, and to ascend, then you have to drop the baggage. And it's not just the baggage from this life, it's a bunch of different lives, and it's all coming forward. People are reporting weird dreams. People are reporting feeling, slight headaches, and they've never really had headaches before. People are telling me that they just feel funny, like they feel they don't belong here in space and time. And some people have been telling me that they feel like their whole life is just all of a sudden very, very super unpleasant, like they don't want to belong to whatever life they've created. Those are all signs that timelines are converging, coming through the current life to dump out all the karma, to balance all the unbalanced energy in the universe, because that's where we are in time and space. And it is so easy to grab a hold of, millions of lifetimes, billions of lifetimes, and sometimes googles of lifetimes of karmic baggage and clear it out in one fell swoop. And people feel amazingly better. They walk easier, they talk easier, they're just, their lives are massively easier after they dump all of that. So if you know how to tap into your Akashic Records, I encourage you to tap in, find out how many lifetimes that you've had a similar problem that you're facing now that you feel stuck. Why do you feel stuck? Is it your health? Is it your wealth? Is it your relationships? What do you feel stuck in? Because that stuckedness is like tons of energy that's come down into your energy field, like Tetris, or that game that had the little fruits on it. You put 3 of them alike and then more falls down. And that's what's happening. And so we have the unique ability in time and space to clear it immediately, in a blink of an eye, if you will. Some people it takes a little longer. It just depends on how much stuff you have. So feel free to reach out to me on toolsofenergyprotection.com. There's a link for services, and you can find it a time slot, and we can clear your Akashic records. Also, as you know, I'm at For Heaven's Sakes Books in Denver on Thursday and Friday this week. And Friday will be the discount fair day, which means you get about a $21 discount on an hour-long session. So if that's of interest to you, you know, here's the time. I'm giving you a discount, and you can get those things cleared right up. So that's what we can do to break through what challenges us. First, it's to recognize what is the universe bringing right here in front of us. Things we've never thought about before, all of a sudden popping up. Blocks that we've had for a long time, all of a sudden the paths are opening to heal them. And then on this other side, there's stuff that we have ignored and thought, yeah, I don't want to deal with it right now. And that is coming to the fore. So there's so much happening on the planet. I know there's a lot of you that call me and text me and tell me you're just so exhausted, you feel like you can't take it anymore. I promise you, we're getting through the worst of it now. We are putting things behind us, we're clearing things, we're elevating our consciousness, and it's a lot of work, and it can be disheartening at times. But I promise you that on the other side, it's much lighter. And we're going to go through this. This won't be the only time we go through this, but this is a really thick time right now, a lot of energy, a lot of heavy stuff. So I'm going to look down and see who's on board tonight. Looks like Candace. Hi, Candace. Good to see you. Kelly, good to see you. Diana, good to see you. And Dave, good to see you. I'm glad that you're aboard tonight. And if you have liked or enjoyed this video, or if it's answered some questions for you that you're like, okay, what's going on? Then I'm going to ask you to like the video. I'm going to ask you to share the video. And if you're on YouTube, oh, Anna Lee, hello, nice to see you. If you're on YouTube, you know, please, you know, share the link, because there's so many people out there that are wondering what's happening. Why do they have ringing in their ears? You know, why do they feel like they can't break through? Why do they feel stuck? And that's, you know, that's what I'm telling you. It's 3 easy ways to get through it. First is to recognize it. Second is to connect into that beautiful high-pitched whine and bring in those downloads and upgrades and all that kind of stuff, if you have it. And then to clear out your past life records, because it'll make it much lighter for you. So anyway, that is it for Terrific Tuesday. And I forgot to start Terrific Tuesday this way, but for all of the sensitives out there, let's say I am happier and happier every day. I am healthier and healthier every day in every way, and I am wealthier every day in every way. So for this week, I am going to sign off. I will see you back here this coming up Tuesday. If you're watching on the recording, please put a thumbs up for me. Let me know that you're out there and that you're supporting the work. And I appreciate it. And I will talk to you later. Have a great, wonderful night.